You know, when I was a kid, there was not really many, things to do around town. I would always play by the swing set with my friends. Yeah, I didn't really have any friends. It never really bothered me as a kid, as at this time the plants and zombies weren't even fighting yet. We were just kind of doing our own thing. But then, as I started to get a little older, I started to realize, oh, we're fighting. That can't be good. When I got a little older, I started researching chemistry. I started seeing what I could do around, whatever I could do. I'll just find newspaper and I'll collect DNA and make all sorts of types of things. But growing up wasn't too bad. I wasn't really sent out to war yet. I was just witnessing what was going on. And yeah, that was about it. But one day, during the war, something happened. I got home one day to realize everybody was, panicking. Everyone was not normal. I talked to the zombies, and they weren't answering. Some gas was emitting from around the house. There was gunshots all over the house, so I ran to the back. The car was destroyed. I tried to run away and figure out what was going on, but all the cars in town were destroyed. Even one of my best friend's house cars was destroyed. He wasn't even home. His door was locked. I saw something in the sky. I had to check the news. There was a newspaper, so I picked it up and read it. It wasn't good. Evacuation has started. The war was in disaster. What I didn't tell you is that a couple years after the war, plants and zombies realized that the war would never end if they kept going. So we ended it. And after that, the plants were actually hiding something. They were doing something behind the scenes. See, now you know that thing that plants use when they, those seeds that they use? Yeah, they were using that on themselves. Not in the way you would think they would. In the bad way. They used it to mutate themselves into these evil monsters to go wild. Zomboss's one goal was to evacuate everybody. Find somewhere else to live and take out the plants from there. But they left us to die. Some people were just unfortunate. And that's the story as of right now.